Odell Beckham, what up? So today I'm gonna give you some encouraging words. I was talking to moms and we talk about sports and everything. And, I saw the picture that you guys did in Miami, I heard the video, whatever they said, whatever the case may be, but which is not important. I told my mom, yeah, I said one thing. I said they better make sure they win that game because these commentators are going to, excuse me, are going to blame that as far as you losing the game or anything like that. But God told me to tell you today, man, that God has need of you. God expects more of you. The more we require from God, the more He requires from us. It says to much whom is given, much is required. And, you may be asking like, well, why are you saying something to me, man? I do what God tell me to do. And I also ask my son, because my son, he sees you as a role model. What I'm saying? He likes you because you do your dancing and everything, and you do your thing, what I'm saying, and whatever the case may be. But God has need of you to be an example for these youth and these children, need of you to be an example for the other receivers on your team, man. I don't mind you going down to Miami and y'all chilling and hanging out. I like that, what I'm saying? But my thing is, man, if you're going to go do that, man, make sure you about business when you come. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you weren't about business when you came to play against the Green Bay Packers. But what I'm saying is, man, understand that that's your passion. That's your dream to play football. You know what I'm saying? You already prove yourself as a receiver, man. You don't have to prove to nobody else. Arguably, you could be one of the greatest receivers to ever play this game of football at a national level. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when it comes to your job, man, don't let nobody ever get you out of character. And what people don't understand is, what I'm trying to let you know is, what you don't understand is, people, the only way, if they can't stop Odell Beckham, the only way to do that is to get Odell Beckham to stop Odell Beckham. What I'm saying is, like, in that game, saying you had a couple of times you could have made those catches or anything like that, and you were frustrated. In that time, that's why you say, you know what, to God be the glory, Lord, I need your help, or anything like that, because there's times when you're running, people can't catch you. You know what I'm saying? You make these awesome catches, just like that one catch that kind of set you on the map and just, blew you up or whatever like that. You got the endorsements from Madden or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But people understand that if they can't stop Odell Beckham, they're going to try to frustrate him. That's why you see every time that people, come at you, like other cornerbacks, they try to frustrate you or anything like that. It was a technique that I used to use as well, too. You know what I'm saying? To frustrate people, because if you can get them frustrated, man, they might drop one, and then hopefully they'll drop one or two or three or anything like that. And also, arguably, all you got to do is just say, you know what? You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. And maybe, because let's just look at it. Maybe if you'd have caught that pass, maybe y'all would have been going to the, play against the Cowboys or anything like that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, man, enjoy life, man. It looked like I said, looking at you at the press conference, man, you weren't enjoying football, man. And that's what you're there for. You're supposed to enjoy that every day. But no matters, because it says no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And any time that comes against you shall be condemned. That's Isaiah 54:17. Also, Genesis 50:20, it says, what the enemy meant for evil, God will turn for your good. And you got to understand that there are some people, even commentators, that don't want to see you happy. They like, oh, well, why are we talking about Odell Beckham? Like, we still talking about that catch and it's over a year or whatever. Oh, well, it's still going to be arguably one of the greatest catches ever, if not the greatest catch of the NFL. But regardless of the fact, man, what you need to do, man, is just, look at what God is trying to tell you, man. You should be able to go to work and have fun. And then, it says in James 1:3, it says the trying of patience. So read that, James 1:3, all the way down like verse 7. It says the trying of patience works patience. So what is that saying? God is going to give you opportunities for you to gain patience, for you to be able to, be cool, under, pressure or anything like that, because people are still going to try, they're going to try to frustrate you or anything like that, But at the end of the day, the only person that can stop Odell Beckham is Odell Beckham. And if they can get you to think like that, then, their job is easier. And you got to look at, people are coming at you because that's their job, man. They're trying to get a job. And if they can stop Odell Beckham, like, oh, man, you shut down Odell Beckham, man. What, man, how did you do it? You know what I'm saying? The people are going to try to frustrate you. But God is saying, don't allow that to frustrate you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what I'm saying? There was a hole in the wall. You hit the hole in the wall or anything like that, and you were frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that. You ain't even got to say that. People are going to try to blame that game. But God is saying, in this next season of football and preparation and everything like that, it's time to be about business, man. There's so many children that look up to you, man. And you are a role model, man. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all make mistakes. I made mistakes. I've said things and done things, even with playing football, that, I'm saying I should have done better. But one thing I did was I learned to be better, man. Like, that's my job. And you never let nobody, get you out of character. But God is going to give you opportunities to show you that, how you can have peace that passes all understanding, or God can give you peace in all situations, because you already know. Every time you come out there, there's a defense that's trying to stop you. There's a cornerback that's trying to stop you. So there's a linebacker that's trying to stop you. There's a safety that's trying to stop you. They're going to be spying you. They're going to be double teaming you, or whatever the case may be. And see, think about it. They only double team people that are great. You've never seen nobody double team, somebody that, saying it's not that good. And the only other time is if, saying it's a gunner or anything like that. But it must be, they must be worth something. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give you words of encouragement, man. If you need to sit and talk to me, man, just inbox me. Like I said, this is what God's called me to do. You know what I'm saying? Certified life coach through the Holy Spirit. But, like I said, I just want to let you know, man, God is wanting to train you and allow you to train with him, so you can be able to handle these situations, because, life is going to throw some things at you, man. People are going to do some things or whatever the case may be, and everybody's going to try to blame that on that. But regardless of the fact, man, you are a leader, man. You are a leader to those receivers. That's why they went down there with you, man. That's why they chilled with you, man. And you got to look at all the other kids too, man. Odell can show others how to be. Listen, man, you can enjoy your passion and have a chip on your shoulder, almost like Steve Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about sometimes, saying how he is and how he has a chip, and people are like, man, I don't want to go because this dude is a monster, or whatever the case may be. But whatever the case is, even though y'all two different type of receivers, y'all still have the same passion that it goes for the football. And I can see that. And see, that's why, your emotions come out like that, when you're upset or anything like that. Which does arguably, lead to you dropping some more passes. Let's just keep it real. But at the end of the day, man, I'm here, like I said, to encourage you, man, so you can continue to do what you got to do, man. And like I said, from here on out, man, you can continue to go the way you were going, or you can go the way that God is showing you, man, and give him the glory, man. And God, you never know what can happen. Y'all might go back to the, Super Bowl or whatever the case may be, man. But again, I just wanted to be obedient and give you words of encouragement, and just to let you know, man, it says in the book, man, Romans chapter 8, all things work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose. And also it says that you are more than a conqueror, and it says, if God be for you, who can be against you, man? So just wanted to say, man, I love you, man. God bless, man. I hope these words resonate in your heart. And it also gives you encouragement and motivation to do what you got to do. And anybody that comes at you, man, commentators, spectators, your enemies, your temporary enemies, whatever the case may be, man, it got some negative to say, man, use it as motivation, man. Don't get upset. Use it as motivation to be better, man. Because that's one thing when they say, man, how do you stop Odell Beckham, man? And trust me, if you ask anybody, they're only going to tell you one thing, man. And you already know that, man. You looking at him. Yourself, man. When you look in the mirror. Love you. God bless.